What is up, everybody? In this video I just want to talk about, as we all know, in Dragon Ball, usually when someone does die in Dragon Ball, it is a bit of a joke. Now, that's not to say some characters, when they do go, that's not to say they don't hit hard. Now in this video I'm just going to talk about certain times that characters did, bite the dust, that it did leave a lasting impact, even if they do get wished back eventually. Some of them didn't, but some were like, yeah, they're gone, And if I do miss a death, you can let me know down in the comment section below if which deaths hit hard for you. But the first one I'm going to be talking about, I guess I wouldn't say Nappa or Goku or Raditz, cause Goku and Raditz, yeah, kind of did hit hard, and we're only going to be talking about Z. We're not getting into Super, and we're not getting into OG Dragon Ball, because I might make separate videos on OG Dragon Ball and Super. We might talk a little bit about GT, because I probably won't make a separate video on that, so I'll talk about GT a little bit. But Nappa's death didn't really hit hard. One death that did hit kind of hard was Android 16's. Now, that could be because he didn't even come back. When Android 16 did die, he literally died, and he's never coming back. As of for now, right, and at least now, he's gone. Like, he's not coming back. Dude is actually for real gone, which is kind of a bruh. His death did like make Gohan go Super Saiyan 2, and it did leave a huge impact for Gohan, at least. Because Android 16, I guess, like, yeah, he wasn't a great guy, but like he was pretty clean, because he did care about the earth and the nature and all that stuff. So when he died and then he went to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, it definitely hit kind of hard, because he was gone. He never came back again. You could say Goku's in the Cell Saga sacrifice would hit hard. For me, it did. Even though Goku did come back eventually, I still thought his sacrifice against Cell was pretty clean. I thought it was really clean, because Goku, for a while, he didn't even come back. He was gonna come back when he was dead. I don't know why they ended up bringing Goku back at the end, so now he's alive again. But I've heard rumors about it originally that it was supposed to be Gohan's show, and Goku was like done or whatever. That's what I heard, at least, but I can't confirm that. You can mention some other deaths in like the Saiyan Saga fights with like Nappa and like Chaozu and of course Tien and Yamcha. Those deaths didn't really leave a lasting impact, because they all got wished back eventually, and we all knew they were gonna come back because the Namekian Dragon Balls. One death that did was like kind of a bruh, even though he came back, which I didn't think he was, but he did, was Vegeta. Vegeta did die on Namek, and that death hit hard. Well, I knew he was gonna come back, because obviously I knew Super Saiyan Vegeta was a thing before, when I was watching the show. But when Vegeta did die on Namek, he gave that speech or whatever, and Goku buried his body. Even though that man did go on a humongous spree of just Namekian killings, like, that man literally murdered Namekians, like, left and right on. Like, that dude was not a good guy, but it still hit hard when he died, went on Namek at least. And another death was Future Trunks. I'll get to Future Gohan. I know Future Gohan. Yeah, I will get to Future Gohan. But Future Trunks' death did hurt a little bit, not gonna lie, because 17 or whatever. That was definitely kind of like, dang, he's dead. Same thing with Piccolo and GT, where Piccolo like let himself die on Earth because of the Black Star Dragon Balls. That was definitely kind of sad too, not gonna lie. And of course, probably one of my saddest deaths to me, was Future Gohan, because Future Gohan is like one of my favorite characters. He's just so clean, but he never got wished back, and he had such a sad, just like him. The whole special was such a clean special. It's probably my favorite, but it was just so sad seeing Future Gohan just laying lifeless in the puddle after he told Trunks, "Oh, you gotta go." You know, he didn't want Trunks to go, and now Future Gohan's gone. It was all just really sad, to be honest. A lot of the deaths in the Future special, Future Trunks, was just kind of like, dang, bruh. Especially seeing like all the Z fighters go was just like, man. You could say like, oh, when Super Buu like did the human extinction thing, that was kind of sad, but not really. That didn't really make me feel sad. It did leave an impact, but it not like a, whoa, this is like, that's crazy, that's sad, I missed a character. Definitely like more like, wow, this villain is actually insane. Like, this man does not give a fuck, and he's just killing everybody. Kind of, you know, impact. And that's not bad. It's not like, oh, that's worse than the other deaths. It just a different kind of impact to me, at least. I guess Piccolo in the Saiyan Saga did hit hard. It was just like, dang, bro. Out of all the deaths in that saga, with when Vegeta and Nappa came, Tien, and even that city they just blew up, or Yamcha, or Chaozu, Piccolo definitely hit the hardest because, you know, everything that happened with him, obviously. Just because he sacrificed himself and all that, like, yeah, definitely hit pretty hard. Not too many of the villain deaths hit hard, because they're villains, you know, it's not like, wow, like, they only, I guess, like, when Trunks killed King Cold and Frieza was like, whoa, that left an impact, that was crazy, but, like, it wasn't necessarily sad, at least. And I guess you could say the alternate timeline where, I guess, how Cell killed Trunks and took his time machine and came, that was kind of sad, but not really, because, again, we didn't know too much, and it was just kind of glanced over and didn't really make a big deal about it. And with King Kai as well, it was like, whatever, you know. And the future androids, you know, I mean, come on now, no one really cares too much about when they died. I mean, there was a W when they died. And Majin Vegeta was definitely just like, wow, that death definitely hit pretty hard, for sure. For sure, it was like, wow, he's actually gone. Which was tough, not gonna lie. But I guess you can also say maybe Chi-Chi when she was turned into an egg, and then Goten was like, Mom, you know, I was like, wow. Or when Android 18 was turned into chocolate, or same thing with Krillin, or even Marin, Krillin's daughter. I was like, wow. It was definitely kind of sad, but I think that's most of the deaths, at least. The other deaths, like, maybe like Nail, I guess, is kind of off, because Nail was already, because he's not dead, but he's not alive. I don't know how Nail and Kami works. When Kami fused with Piccolo, I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of weird, but not sure again. But those are the only deaths that I can remember from Z. I guess you can say maybe Bardock as well, because Bardock's death was sad, but it left an impact, but it wasn't necessarily sad for me, at least for Bardock. But because Bardock was just a different breed of Saiyan. He was a different breed of Saiyan. Yeah, but that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Hope you all enjoyed me talking about certain deaths that did get to me a little bit in Dragon Ball, since Dragon Ball's deaths are usually kind of a joke, and, you know, it's just wishing back or whatever. Some deaths still do hit even if they do come back, but that's gonna be for this video, you guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace.
Yeah.